Hey there, nerds. I'm here doing a quick impromptu video. Didn't plan on doing this. Literally thought of doing this like not even a minute ago. Camera was nearby. Figured I'd grab it. And today I am going to be experimenting for the first time with dyeing a lace front wig. This is turning out to be something that is necessary for any of you guys who know my boyfriend Barry. He has a thinning hairline. God bless him. And he wants to be Gomez Adams with me to be Morticia, and we had to find some kind of a hairpiece. Unfortunately, men's hairpieces can be rather hard to find in what you want, and especially expensive. And I was lucky enough I was able to go on to eBay and find a wig that I think would work. It was an Arda wig in style Cady, C-A-D-Y. Look it up, because I can no longer show you what the wig looks like since now I'm in the process of working on it. And I was worried that whenever I was going to dye it from, it's kind of like this deep salt and pepper, I can't even call it silver. Again, it's like this dark salt and pepper with a lot more pepper than salt in it. And it's a nice looking wig, well enough, despite the horrible and just abrasive lace front material on it. That's one thing I have to say. Arda charges way more money than they should, given the quality of the lace put into their lace fronts. But I found this on eBay for a fraction of the price, and I managed to talk with the seller about getting free shipping. So ultimately I figured, what the hell, it's worth trying out, especially before I would commit to buy any other of their lace front wigs. But anyway, I digress. What I'm doing right now is I am prepping the lace on the front of the wig so that it will not absorb the color of the dye and lose that natural flesh tone on the front. Because if I'm dyeing this and it's going to be, I'm coloring it black from this dark salt and pepper, because anybody who knows Gomez Adams in any incarnation, he has that dark black hair. So I want to make sure that I'm not going to compromise the flesh color of the lace by dyeing the wig. And I was freaking out because I was wondering, how can I possibly do this? Anyway, I'm going to show you. I'm going to turn this quickly. See the mess that I'm working with. My hands are a little sticky. Here he is. And I have him turned inside out, and you can see this is the lace. And you can see that I'm using my coloring brush that I got from Sally Beauty Supply. And I have the wig pinned onto the head, and I'm actually painting a gooey substance on that is going to be, I'm going to apply it twice because that's what I heard recommended online. And all of you guys are going to know exactly what this is. I was surprised. Cosplayer staple, especially if you're working with wigs. I was told that this stuff could work. I saw a couple of different things used online. This is just the one that I happen to have on hand. They said that you could use an Elmer's glue solution, but I feel like this is going to be a lot thicker. I've worked with Elmer's glue solutions before, and whenever you leave them in water for a while, they just come up so easily and they dissolve because, again, it's a water-based glue, whereas this stuff you have to actually really get in, kind of scrub it and wash it out. So, and I'm going all the way up to, this is not a full lace wig. I do not think Arda does full lace, but this comes up into the black cap. I don't have to worry about staining that because obviously it's already black. If it was flesh tone, that'd be a little bit different, but I imagine this would be handled the same way. You go through, and I'm covering this with the Got To Be, and I'm putting it on fairly thick. I'm trying to get it down into every little crease in the front without getting it really on too much of the hair other than at the base. Like I said, I'm going to try to put a second coat on after this dries. We'll see if I have to head out to my meeting at work before then. That's at 5:30, so I'll have to leave around 5. Time is now 4:02. But I figured this is something that I don't usually see a whole lot of things up for online, and I know that a lot of cosplayers haven't quite tapped into the whole lace front realm. And let me tell you, it's really the only way to go if you're doing some kind of natural hairline without a bang, because Germany cosplayers, Albert Wesker cosplayers, all you people who are doing slick back hair and you have those false hairlines on wigs that aren't lace fronts, they look horrible. I don't feel bad saying this. They look horrible. They look unnatural. throw those things out because I know that you are paying just about the same amount for those as you would for some of these other wigs that actually have a proper lace front. So you know what? Get rid of them. Get something that'll make you look on point. Alright, this looks like it's about layer 1. I'll do layer 2 later after this dries. I might put a hairdryer to it, my deionizer. And after I color it in the pot on the stove sometime this evening and rinse it out, I will give you guys an update and we'll see how it turns out. I'm really hoping that this works out, and hopefully if it does, then not only will I have learned something, but maybe you guys will have learned something as well, and it will help you up your cosplay game in the future and make you feel better about how you look in your outfits. Later, guys. Hey guys, we're back. It's the evening. We have put the second coat onto the lace front on the underside, and I've turned it right side out and begun to, I just kind of brushed it back. It's hard to tell with this lighting, but the lace is now completely coated with the Got To Be, and it actually feels kind of plasticky. And again, I put it in all the way underneath. Let me show you. And I've got my water on the boil, getting ready to dye it. And I put the gel on everywhere up to this point and slightly overlapped. Up to here is where the lace is, and under here is where the actual black part of the cap begins and where the rest of the wefting is going. And here's the flesh or skin tone lace. So everything has had plenty of time to dry as I went to my work meeting and to, karate this evening, grocery shopping, so it should be good and dry and hopefully primed for dyeing. So we'll see. We'll be back after it has gone into the pot. Hey guys, we're back again. We are checking in on the wig as it's boiling. This is actually, I actually don't know if you can hear me because I'm so far away from the computer. I'm carrying the webcam with me, as you can see. I took the wig, boiled it for a while, and I don't think I boiled it enough. Some of the color is transferring onto the lace, so I'm going to have to figure out how to kind of correct that later, but let's go take a look at it. It is boiling the second time. This time I put it on the wig head because I think that that's going to help the gravity kind of pull the hair back since it's a slick back style, and that might help prevent some of the dye from getting into the lace and just focus more in the hair itself. So see how it goes. And that's our progress so far. I'm thinking that on the parts of the lace that can't quite be saved because of the color, perhaps, well, I mean, some more of it has to be trimmed off to get it closer to the hairline. We'll see if we can blend it in from there. If not, maybe I'll take a little color remover or something and try to put it on like the very bottom, the base of the lace, and see if that does anything to remove it. We'll find out. Hey guys, we're back for, I guess, our final update before I attempt to fix the lace. He is out of the boiler. He's all nice and dyed. I gave him a bit of a shake and a hair dry on a cool setting. It's got to be a cool setting, and it might be hard to see in the lights, but I mean, he's a little frizzy at the moment, but I mean, we can steam him out and get him all handsome later. But I mean, I think he turned out pretty handsome. I'm not gonna lie. I think it turned out okay. The black really stayed in this time after I soaked it for a bit longer. Again, you can, let me pick up this camera. Now you can see on here the lace. It might be harder to tell, but it is definitely not flesh tone anymore. It's like a bluish gray. So basically, if you were a Homestead cosplayer, it would work totally fine for you. Eridan cosplayers. Hello, actually. That's not a bad idea. But I'm thinking I might have to run through and actually take this and maybe use some of like that red color remover or something up along the hairline to kind of like blend it a bit more with the hair. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna let him dry and take another look at him in the morning. I'm hoping I don't have to do too much more with him other than give him some sideburns. Once he dries, I'm gonna have to bring some of those hairs down here and trim them up a little bit so he doesn't have like the crazy emo hair. Probably cut him off somewhere around here, something like that, make him look a little bit more gentlemanly, old world. So I like having this stand here. For anybody who doesn't have a thing to stand their wig on, I guess I can also give you this advice. This here, this base is actually the base of my adjustable dress form. I just took the form off and stuck the head on, and I can adjust the height, which is great. I feel like I'm an actual cosplayer now. It makes me feel like I know what I'm doing. But yeah, so he's looking okay, guys. I'm just gonna compulsively brush him a bit more, and whenever he's fully dry, I can see about maybe trimming his lace up a bit, and then we'll see if I actually need to do any of that color remover, and I'm hoping I don't, but if I do, I can do that, and maybe there's even a chance that I could kind of compensate for that little issue with makeup. Have to find out. Alright, I think this will be the extent of this review for now, or tutorial process, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I hope this helps some of you guys in the future, and yeah, whenever you're dyeing a lace front, I highly recommend keeping it on the head whenever you put it into the pot. It just seemed to keep more of the dye off of the hair because the got-to-be clearly did not stay or work that well. I don't know if perhaps there is something else out there that would do better. I don't know. I'll have to go to Sally Beauty Supply. Maybe some other girls would know. One can only hope. Alright guys, hope this helps some of you. Happy cosplay!